First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate ACEF for organizing such a wonderful session and thank ACEF for inviting me for this session. I've been given a very interesting topic to talk upon, which is the role of content marketing in television space. Well, broadcasters are primarily concerned about three things, rather the three C's, which are consumers, clients, and content. So by consumer, I mean the viewers of television. By client, I mean both the subscriber as well as the advertisers, and by content, I mean the programming software. The driving force that binds all these three together is marketing, or specifically content marketing. Now, with exponential increase of contents, consumers are spoiled with options. Think about a consumer today. For example, in a market like Bengal, he or she is having as many as 7 regional GEC channels, 3 regional movie channels, or as many as 10 vernacular news channels. And then there are a whole lot of national channels. And apart from the linear medium, we have whole lot of other content platforms such as OTT players, YouTube, etc. Now, needless to say that the life of a marketer is only becoming more and more challenging. However, the life of a consumer is probably equally difficult as to find out the right content and optimize their time investment. Now, this is the backdrop that a content marketer is operating with and the key challenges that they are facing, and accordingly we can outline their key role in 5 different buckets. The first bucket is to manage the show life cycle. So right from the launch of a show to sustain the growth and finally in the process build the channel brand. Show launch is a critical part of content marketing. As they say, well begun is half done. It is paramount that all marketing impetus or inputs goes in sync to create enough and more buzz about the new shows, and thereby viewers come and sample on the first week of the launch. It is amply evident that if a show failed to take off in the first 4 weeks, it may find challenges to get the traction later. The prime objective of a show launch remains as to drive the desired show reach and sampling. For a typical show launch, we take a classic 360-degree marketing approach like any other consumer industry. However, electronic media remains the biggest reach medium for us, and we use it as the prime driver to build the viewers' awareness, to interest, and to viewers' conviction to finally sampling the show. Most of the other mediums such as radio, outdoor, OOH that we use normally are the secondary mediums to reinforce the viewer's mind. Digital medium is something that we have started using not only to build the initial communication funnel, but also to build a one-on-one engagement with the consumer. We have started pushing disproportionate emphasis on the new medium, both in terms of organic and inorganic push. The result is extremely encouraging for us. For example, today a regional brand like Zee Bangla is delivering highest reach and viewership amongst Zee Network. The YouTube subscription of Zee Bangla has crossed 10 million, which is by far the highest in Bengal and across all categories. Viewer engagement drives of Zee Bioscope like Talent Camera Action, the first ever digital talent hunt in the Bhojpuri category, or Emojia Lahariya, or Love Light is Masiya that use tech innovation like AI and social filters to connect to viewers. Kamariya Kare Hip Hop that introduced rap or hip hop in the mainstream TV category through a digital dance competition, and these results have been very encouraging for us. The last bit is the on-ground activation, which remains a strategic push to build not only excitement about the show, but also to facilitate our viewers to experience the tangible aspect of our brands and thereby enhance the overall brand experience. For example, we have been doing consumer on-ground activities in Bengal market called Jelai Jelai Zee Bangla and Odisha market called Jelare Jelare Zee Sarthak. The second bucket is to acquire new viewers and win back lapses by managing the communication funnel, building show awareness to build interest to desire, and finally to turn them to sampling the content. While the biggest opportunity to acquire new viewers remains during the launch, if a new show, especially a strong non-fiction shows, immensely help in terms of an effective reach aggregator. Win back of lapses, therefore, is a critical area for marketing to influence. We typically adopt a sniper approach to re-invite our churn out viewers. Digital platforms helped us a lot. here in terms of identifying show-wise lapses base, and then slice and dice them age and geography-wise to define the target segment. Then we use digital medium for a personalized communication to instigate and come again for a sampling of a specific show. The third bucket is to keep engaging with the core or the loyal viewers to retain them and make them their brand promoter. A Pareto 20-80 principle also applies here. 20% viewers drive 80% of the viewership. We call them loyalists or core viewers. These are the people, also our brand endorsers, and build positive word of mouth. Thus, the NPS score is a critical brand index that we diligently track. So, we got to retain them at any cost. We do several strategic and tactical marketing ploys to engage, re-engage continuously with such cohort of our audience. For example, various on-air consumer engagement to an exclusive loyal club called Zee Bangla Club and Zee Sarthak Club to make them feel privileged, to stay connected with them, to understand their mind or the need gap, and improvise our shows continuously. We also try to build our brand by empowering consumer to contribute. So co-creating the brand is one of the new mantras for the brand. In the connected world, the always-on consumers are interacting with the brand on a real-time basis. The user-generated content is only expected to grow exponentially in days ahead. More so, a regional brand will always have higher ability to engage with its consumer lot better and take the brand lot more closer to the consumers. A show like Didi Number 1 on Zee Bangla has become an aspirational platform wherein our consumer can participate in creating the content and the brand. The fourth bucket is to grow the brand imagery with investing on the long-term brand objective. Apart from the show launch and sustenance activities, it is also paramount for content marketers to build and grow the brand continuously. In the process, the most important is to become the brand of love and relevance. Thus, to take every simple effort to make our brand stay relevant culturally and contextually with our brand. Now, as there is a saying that culture is permanent and expression is temporary. The consumers always feel comfortable in their own way of living and exchanging. They feel connected meaningfully and strongly if they could ably relate to the content effortlessly. So our brand properties like Mahapujo, Shonar Shongshar, Agumoni Aradhana and Jelai Jela Zee Bangla traveled a distance and became quite successful. We also attempt to stay relevant with other stakeholders such as industry fraternity. Our brand property like Yes Bangla is an example for this, wherein we are trying to address the challenge of short supply of talent in the area of acting, screenplay writing. We developed category first innovative digital drives, each celebrating a special day. We launched Talent Camera Action on Camera Day, Emoji Lahariya on Emoji Day, Kamariya Kare Hip Hop on Dance Day, Litti Choka Divas, a day curated specifically for a region's most loved delicacy, or Birthday Lahariya for brand birthday, and Love Light is Masiha for the Valentine's Day. Now, each of these initiatives had a digital call to action phase and a TV culmination featuring the user-generated content videos on Zee Bioscope. Now, this not just excited the potential viewers to sample the channel, but also gave them a platform to fulfill their aspirations, thereby bringing them closer to the brand. The brand banked on the consumer truth of fulfilling one's aspirations and bringing their stories to their extended cultural group. The initiatives received humongous response with over 3 lakhs participation and over 40 million reach over the year. A never seen before feat in the category making Zee Bioscope a thought leader. The fifth and the last bucket is to stay connected with the viewers and understand the way they are consuming content and why they are consuming what they are consuming. Now, when brands devote time to engage and interact with its viewers, they get equal amount of reciprocation from them. This helps in terms of drawing a lot of useful consumer insights, and when plowed back into the content, it helps to build relatability and trust with the consumers, which is essential for any successful business model. Now, so the consumer's research is another important aspect of content marketing. At Zee, we keep consumer at the center of everything that we do. It is supremely important for us to understand the consumer psychology, their mind, their liking, disliking, motivation, fears in a continuous manner. We do regular CHBs, FGDs to understand this and feeding this to our content team and keep incorporating those learning to continuously improve our shows and thereby build a brand of ultimate love. Now finally, I would like to conclude by saying that the brands will have to be generous about the direct functional ROI of content marketing. Too preachy a content piece can lead to distrust. Hence, rather than thinking of short-term returns, the approach should be building a long-term impression through effective content marketing strategy. Now, with a long-term vision, content marketing can be a strategic tool to build authenticity, trust, awareness, and in turn, organic consumption and a brand love. Thank you so much.